This is the Superior Chery Nighthawk TTR Wk6 for wash with 30 milliliters of cherry foam and 6 milliliters of TTR for the rinseless. Due to not needing more than 1 milliliter per 2 liters and having 12 liters of rinseless, plus an extra 2 milliliters in 4 liters in the 1 gallon jug. So I start off spraying it on. 30 milliliters is actually quite a lot in terms of 1 liter of liquid. Gives you a PIR of 3%, but I think that's fine. So I don't think the lens is completely clear, so it doesn't look exceptionally clear on this, but it is going, and it is what it is. As you can see, I think it projects slightly better on the DIY side for a change, but it's cleaning. I'm less bothered about it pulling down, and I'm more interested in seeing TTR washing it off, making sure it does wash off easily, and it seems okay to me. The angle and the camera is a little closer than I like, but I guess it is what it is. I should have looked a bit closer before I started, but as you can see, everything is washing off easily with the TTR. There is still even a very slight amount of its own foam from the TTR, but when you use at such small quantities, you then always see how is it working, is it good. I'm okay with the TTR. I think it leaves it cleaner. As you can see by the right side of the camera there's a little bit of fogging on the lens. It is what it is, as I said before. Just washing off some of the front too, because I'm going to do everything. I think at this point I'm washed off the front because I put chemical on, because I'm going to actually put some envy on it, which I released a short for. I'm going to come back over. I start wiping, then I'll stop and realise that I should have got out my mitt. So I'm going to come over with the wash mitt. This is 4 litres of liquid with TTR in, from Nighthawk. I find it fine, and everything that works fine with it. Obviously, after wiping everything over, the question is whether I'm going to dry it or whether I'm just going to do a water test. I'm not going to do water tests every week, but I am this week. I probably won't next week. So I've got my pre-wipe cloth, I should gather now, with my pre-wipe cloth, just to knock as much liquid off as possible, which tends to do a pretty good job, to be honest. So then I use a WND towel, weapon of mass drying. Once I take that over, I just do the old-fashioned pull across the top a little and the wipe down on the sides quickly. Really doesn't have to be the best drying, because I'm going to do a quick water test and dry again. So moving in, just having a quick look at the water test. I'm not doing it slowed down. DIY is great. And as I look quickly at the fat beads, there is that very slight loading of the liquid on it, and that's fine. It's pretty similar to start. Just drying everything off, so it's all good for the next side. Now, the next problem I had is I lost the footage for the other side, or I didn't record it. I must have pressed the button without realizing to stop. Either way, I'm coming back the next day. I have a different top on. I have a little bit of the foam left, a little bit of the liquid left from the foamer from the previous day. I'm a little bit further back. I have a grey top on, so yes, it is a different day. It is raining slightly, so I am doing this in the rain. And it's amazing how much water on the side of the rain can make things not look as good, but once again, not too bothered about that floating down, because it was cleaned 24 hours ago, if not slightly less. But it is raining. I'm just taking the little cup out just to show you that it's cleaned off. There is no cherry foam on it. That's what I do, is I stick that in. All of what was in there is used. If you can see a little bit of water off the lens, it is raining. You can just see liquid coming down. So by proxy, it's going to be wetter. Just going to spray it off once again. I had to put some more liquid in. TTR rinseless in, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Just going to spray it down. Everything sprays off relatively well again, as normal. I'm on the pan side to start with, and I think this time I'm going to just do the water test as it is raining, etc. Doesn't seem to be as much point in drying off and then wetting and drying, so I'm going to do the water test. But before the water test, I will wash it down. I have got my green mitt. I have got some more liquid once again in the bucket, and I'm just going to wipe down quickly to keep everything even. So you have to me clean it down. So this is an extra clean, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. Just clean off. Now I'm going to come up and start the water test. So I move in on the pan side. I'm going to keep it at 3 speed, and it looks very similar to DIY detail. Everything's good. And then as I do Superior products, I think you can just see holds a little bit more water in, and it's slightly more obvious when there's more water on the panel too, but it's still the same as it was. So I don't have any issues with that. The backdoor coating's actually tending to have a little bit more on that. I have my drying towel out. It's again my pre-dry, and then I'll go over with my main drying towel, which is the WDM, which I think I'm still using. Actually, I've got the blue and red tail out, a freebie from Anthony. Dang, everything drives off fine. I'm drying off the front because I washed the front as well, but not sure it's the greatest point in drying off when it's raining, but I'll dry off just to make everything evenly the same. Please comment in the comments if there's anything you want to tell me or say. Please like and subscribe. Thanks very much. Until the next wash.